Is it this button? Oh, I found the button. Cool. Cool. We found the button. And then where's the? I need somebody to. Where's the chat button? All right, now I can see chat. Now I can see chat. Oh, gotta mute this. We're gonna have some echoing. There we go. All right. Let's see. Where do we want to start? Where do we want to start? I probably want to start. I mean, there's only 8 people in here, but whatever. I mean, I'm here. I'm talking, so we're gonna talk. I want to kind of start by saying that this is not the area to be likely trading if you're new to trading. This is a pretty painful area to do it. You know, so far TA not so bad on the Bitcoin, but it's a tough area, guys. It's a tough area. You're very, 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 very internal to very many things, and if I haven't said that 10 times this week, then you're just going to have to deal with me saying it again. There's a couple of local positions I am interested in. I guess let's talk about those real quick, just in the event, because one of them's really close. Area number one I'm interested in. It's the first area I'm interested in. Yeah, that's the first area I'm interested in. So we're just gonna get that on the chart really quick, and then I'm gonna talk about some stuff. All right, so you got like range number one. So let's shore this up. Doesn't need to be that loud. Some, whatever, in and about here, you get the point. That's range number one. And you got range number two. And then we have range number three. And then we have range number four. So you see how like everything starts to get really, 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 really internal. That's probably what somebody else would describe in a much more simpler manner of saying something like we're doing one of these things. I don't have the fancy drawing tools, so we'll just do this. Right, something like that. I am, so this is the first area to the downside that I'm interested in. And the first area to the upside that I'm interested in is going to be right up here. Where is it? It's not the 30. Well, this is also the Coinbase chart. So, yeah, that's also the Coinbase chart. So, well, anyways, I've said my kind of warning piece or whatever. So, we'll step away from this chart and go back to a futures chart and freshen up some TA on there and keep moving. And top of the morning to Fine and G Corp and Aaron and Quasim and Mark Dutch. Top of the morning, Mark Dutch, Anthony Soprano. What's up? What's up, good people? All right, and I'm assuming. Let me just check. I'm assuming mic levels. Those look okay. Those look okay. All right, so let's get some of this stuff off of here from yesterday. Short did end up hitting its final target, but what a fucking wild ride. Jesus Christ, what a wild ride. Did end up tagging right into demand and turning around. Let's see here. Yeah, if you get down, like, it sucked, but like there was a market structure confirmation down here. It just wasn't super fun. So you get your initial break there, and then you get your reconfirmation right here, and then we kind of start turning up after that. This being the better of the trades, obviously, in hindsight. All right, so let's mark out some stuff on here because it's pretty much done with a lot of this stuff. Get this, get rid of this. Let's pull that back to here. I don't, if we were to come up to here and then down to here, I don't expect a zone like that to work, no, because you'd have so much larger market structure at play. That wouldn't make sense to me at all. No, it wouldn't make sense at all. All right, so let's see here. Let's see, what ended up happening on New York Open? Okay, that makes sense. We pull all the liquidity from the bottom of this on New York as they fill their positions up, right? Pull out all that liquidity. Yeah, all the way down to here. Which makes sense, right? Because that's obviously your most relevant kind of low on that leg up. And so they pull all the liquidity off of that. What direction do you think they're going to go? I think it's going to break here, and I think it's going to run these. These are begging to be run. And obviously, I'd love to see that ran too. So I would suspect, based on the candle presentations this morning, and this being your market open candle, that yeah, things are going to just progress in a northern manner. Break that, start smoking targets like these. Sorry, those smoked each other. Yeah, this kind of stuff. This is the kind of stuff. Right, start kind of whipping that stuff out, which obviously makes, well, to me anyway, it makes plenty of sense that it would do that. I am interested in a potential short up here. Have been. Nothing new. Nothing new. Let's see, where is Monday's high and Monday's low again? Are those still just chilling out? Yeah, see, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. I can't go back and watch the other streams. I'm not going to talk about whatever. That's a rude statement. I don't like those lows. Haven't liked those lows for a long time. We have two major liquidity points, neither of which have been addressed yet. So yeah, it'll be interesting. Can we come from here and actually take out Monday's high, aka the all-time high, or can we? Will we pull? So here's one thing I'll say: taking out Monday's high, unless we're going to fucking break it and leave this liquidity behind, would be the more bearish way for this range to resolve itself. I mean, if you smash through it, cool, whatever, fine. Leave all this liquidity behind. See if I care. But we gotta really get up out of here. Like let's see. Let's put a number on it real quick instead of just making shit up. Let's put a number on it. 113-ish. We'll see like 113-ish to say that we've actually broken out of this. Yeah, if you touch this Monday's, if we smoke Monday's high, aka all-time high first, and do not break that, right, and then rotate back down to Monday's low, which would make a lot of sense at that point to do that, right? Let's move this. Right, it would make a lot of sense to end up pulling that if market structure were proceed in that direction. But that would be like, bro, does anybody want to see a double top on Bitcoin at the all-time high right now? Anybody want to see that? I mean, I don't own any. I'll short it, so I might be the exception to the rule. It would not be bullish to go there first unless you are going to break it. And I just don't love this stuff down here. So this is too many reasons for me to come back, for this high to fail and to come back. It's just too many reasons down there. So I would actually prefer, for the overall health of the asset, for this trade to work and for it to take Monday's low out. No clue if it'll succeed, but that's what I would prefer. That's definitely what I would prefer. I would really much rather, pull these highs, pull those lows, and then come up out of here. And this would be such a more bullish presentation to take a run at something like that. Much more bullish, much more bullish. So that's kind of my main blabs on the Bitcoin. That's my main blabs there. I don't know if we really have any reason to leave that there. No, I don't. Yeah, that seemed pretty obvious this morning, if you ask me. That seemed pretty obvious. Yeah, but whatever is what it is. TA on Bitcoin done. What's next? Spell. Well, I can't spell to save my life, but we'll see if I can pull it off. Hmm. Somebody cast a voodoo spell on this thing, man. A voodoo spell. I get it. It's like in super discount, you fail the high, you pretty much return to the low. Let's get these indicators off of here. Let's drop to the weekly. Let's go to the weekly. Boom. You get down there all right. Didn't quite pull the low. Would have been cooler if you did. It would have been cool. It would have been cool, but it's all right. So it's kind of, yeah, it kind of seems like it wants to run that guy, huh? All right, let's go down to daily. I mean, it seems pretty bullish. I just don't, I don't have an entry on this right now. No, I don't really have an entry on this. Your premium here, as far as long entries go, I don't have an entry here. You're in the premium of that. You're in the premium of this. Can these get up out of the way? How are we sitting on this? Okay, we're not in the premium of that. We're at the equilibrium of it. Yeah, not a place I'd love to hunt a long trade for. That much I can tell you. Yeah, don't really love the idea of hunting a long trade out in here, but we'll see what we can do. Why the pullback before the high? What are we coming for? Best I could tell you is you take your structure from this low here to this high here, follow it up. Where does it break? I'd say primarily that's the primary break point would be here. Oopsies with the highlighters again. Primary break point being there. Okay, let's come up a little bit. So if we're going to break there, what do we have that between us that could hold us up? I would say that's where the orders got filled that created this inefficiency that took us up above this point right here. Yeah, so this would be the only two areas I have. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this because I think if anybody trades spell, it's going to be Tomalee and probably only Tomalee. But I would look for this to here. You could look for this to here. Yeah, I would prefer this though. I would prefer this. And it does look as if it should be a 3R trade. And really the only you're trading in premium, right? So I think I already gave you my disclaimer that I don't think that is the wisest idea. But it meets risk reward. This high does look pretty weak after a break like this. So I mean, it makes sense to just at least take that high out. What happens up after here? Let me remind myself. Yeah, you probably take this high out. And then if you do take that high out, if you break it, well, then it would make sense to then experience a retracement before coming for that next major high. Yeah, that's my overall vibe on that. Yeah, let me just take a peek at Bitcoin again real quick. So I want to see if it's going to come back for something. Are you really just going to back test that fucking high and move? That'd be a dick move. That'd be a dick move. I wouldn't be overly surprised, but that would be a dick move. Yeah, we do Trump coin. Oof, it's looking brutal. I'd short it. No, don't love the idea of longing this at all. I think this is absolutely coming for this low, and a little better hold, man. A little better hold. Yeah, you just lost your structure here. Whatever. Let's get it marked properly. Little shit like that annoys me. So we gotta mark it properly. See, if you enter here, you're going to end up with a 5% stop loss. You're only going to be at 1.82 to get to that low. I mean, sure, it's probably a lot of percents in movement, but if you're calculating to only risk 1% of your portfolio here, then you're only making $1.82 if it achieves this target. So yeah, I mean, I see, yeah, sure, 10%, but for me, that is only risking $1 to gain $1.82. That's just the way that I trade, though. Let's see, what else I miss? Mark Edge, good morning. Spell, we got that one. We did Trump. Jeffrey Stonis for top of the morning. Marino wants the Dogecoin. Oh, now this looks better. This looks better. Okay, what do we got here? What do we got here? Okay, so we're coming back to the scene of the crime from market open. Interesting. Be really, really, really nice if we could. The shit thing is there's no structure here. Like, why couldn't there be better structure? I'm tempted to try that. Well, there's no structure there, right? So like, it's just you just have to, in my opinion, you just got to fucking grab your balls and cough and just fucking run for it, which is a very irresponsible thing to do when I have already said that you are internal to so much shit. There's liquidity on both ends, and this is a very difficult place, in my opinion, to be trading unless you're really on your toes and have a Yeah, I just don't think these are areas for new traders to be spending a lot of time in. I mean, my perspective on it would be if you can mitigate this, that you could run it up to that supply there. That would be my perspective on it. But how many times inside of this have we seen people get taken out on both directions, right? Take those guys out, take those guys out. I mean, yeah, it's pretty rough. You know, this starts coming up, and they come back for the majority of those guys, only to come back for those guys. It's pretty rough, right? Pretty rough. These guys long, they get taken out here. These guys short, they get taken out here. Lot of exchanging of hands. A lot of exchanging of hands going on in here. So just a fairly risky zone. But you asked about Doge. You fucking asshole. Goddamn asshole. Grass is an asshole. Grass is an asshole. Doge is going to be pretty similar, guys. I have a feeling it's going to be really pretty similar. Okay. Boom. Let's get some of this stuff out of here so I can read. Yeah, same problem, right? With Monday's high and Monday's low, I would imagine. Oh, Monday's high has been swept. Interesting. Was it this then? Okay, so that was Monday's high, and it took Monday's high and the high above it, then crawled down, but built up a shitload of liquidity when it did it. No, I'm tripping. It took. Yeah. Oh no, it swept them both. My bad. Okay, so you had Monday's high, Monday's low here, and then you purge Monday's low, purge Monday's high, rotate around in between them. We are starting to form some bullish market structure here. Still, it is in a very similar position to BTC in the sense that it is running in a lot of internal and structure as well. The better, far safer trades to me are all outside of these points. Hands down, those are the way better areas on the chart to look for involvement. So if you want to play it safe, I would wait until we're the hell out of this range. Up or down, don't care. Just get us out of here. If you want safer trades, they are not inside of this. They are not inside of this. All right, so we come down, we do like sort of an accumulative move down here with your 1, 2, 3, this little bit more of a Model 2 style of accumulation. We've already kind of come up and smoked that guy, which, you know, that this being your spring type area. So that makes sense for some continuation. I just, in all reality, you know what my gut tells me? Somewhere inside of this wick is supply. I don't know why, but my gut tells me somewhere in that wick is supply. There was a large order that got filled here. There was a large order that got filled there. But I really just not super duper in love with this. So we'd have to break to get down there, but we wouldn't break. I don't like this liquidity here. Don't love that. I gotta get up time frames. I have a hard time reading that. I don't like this wick, man. I don't like that wick. Really rather see it come back down into areas like this. This chart is starting to get to be a wreck. I gotta move some shit around. What is all this stuff? Jesus. There's your supply. This belongs here. Better, much better. Yeah, I mean, so like I'd really rather it be down in these areas. You're going to lose 15-minute structure though. To do so after having just cleared this, to lose 15-minute structure starts to look more like a short to me. Even though these are the areas I would prefer to long it from, this starts to look more like a manipulation above a high into bearish expansion. Because if you lose that low right there, you've lost your 15-minute structure. So quite possibly that's not the move. Quite possibly this leg was intended to maintain itself and take a run up to these areas up here. Yeah, because let's see, let's go forward 20. Your last bearish candle, right? So price has to come down. It has to go south to fill long orders. It's got to come down to fill long orders. And as it comes down to fill long orders, what happens after that is it springs up, creating an inefficiency, aka fair value gap, taking you over your prior market structure point and breaking it. So yes, this is the area involvement that created this move. So when you come back into it like that and then stab a wick out of it, indicating that again price came down to fill long orders, then I would, I could absolutely see a circumstance in which it's going to just maintain its structure and keep going up. But this is way too internal for me. It's way too much at equilibriums. It's just not, as much as I can see this being the case, I just don't, I'm just not 100% convinced that, I don't know if it's for me, guys. I just don't know if it's for me. Hey, Alex O Crypto, he got here. Tau and ICP. Yeah, we can take a look at Tau and ICP. Yeah, we do that. For anybody who just happened to dump into this stream from Alex's stream, before you start getting excited about anything that you're seeing on my charts, I'm issuing a lot of caution for the area in which price is trading right now. I'm looking right at this. I'm not taking this. We were looking right at this break on market open. I did not take that. We're looking at a backtest and mitigation of this demand that created the move that took us above here, that took the liquidity from the low of this. We're looking, a backtest for that for continuation up into the supply that's been on my chart for a long time. Guess what? I'm probably not taking that. Even if it does work. Now, I will say this, it is now starting to give me some manner of structure. So a structural based confirmation here starts to look a hell of a lot better. Yeah, just for anybody who jumped in, because I spent the first few minutes just talking about how we're internal to internal to internal to internal, blah, 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 at the tip of, fucking triangle shit. And it's just not fun. It's just not a fun place, right? Not a fun place for me. It's not a fun place for me. Yeah, you also kind of have this. Oh, let's go to the 2 real quick. Okay, all right. And then what did Mr. Soprano wanted? He wanted I want to do Tau before I do ICP. I don't know why, but I do. Tau. I don't think I've been on that chart in a while. Let's get back up to the monthly real quick. Okay, cool. Super cool. Super cool. Yeah, super cool. Super cool. I will say, like how sweet would it be to just nip this 3-day order block inside of this overall demand range? So, like, if we can make magic happen, that starts to look a little bit more like the magic happening. But overall, in a very cool place on the chart. Yes. Oh yes, this box was to represent that I'm missing history. I believe that looks like it traded somewhere like that. I hope that's the case. I hope that's the case. I hope that that is the case somewhere, somehow, that whatever brought us here has not lost its structure, because these are answers I don't have on this chart and they're very relevant to it. If the structure from here to here is still intact, then this is an incredibly interesting place to trade. Yes, then this is an interesting thing to trade, because this is not internal to internal to internal kind of bullshit here. No, yeah, far from it, very far from it. Yeah, super interesting place to be looking at. So let's get some of this stuff cleared up and let's see what has to shift in order for things to become more interesting. Yeah, so I want to, first and foremost, I want to see price back above $400. So we're on the 2 hour. All right, break that. I'm going to start flow charting this because it's going to help my brain. So a break of this is going to equal a run on this. It's going to equal a run on that. A break of that is going to equal a run on supply. I'm gonna make it big and then chop it up one more step here. So break of that is going to equal a run up into supply, and then a break of supply. You get up over halfway through supply and you're likely coming for that high. Break of that high should result in taking this high. So there's how we start to flow up out of here. Yeah, now I want to see price back above $400. Let's get down to we're on the 2 hour, let's drop to the 15. I've never like leverage traded this, so I can tell you already I'm looking a little bit more from a swing based perspective on this. I can see that I can see a couple of things on the chart. A couple of things. Yeah, it looks fairly accumulative down here. Whether you're going something like a 1, 2, 3, or a 1, 2, 3. Either way, it looks fairly cumulative, backtesting a previous demand range. Overall looks nice. But if this is a place, let me talk about something else. If this is a place in these general areas in which this asset starts to turn back up for that high, you're gonna have lots of opportunities. For me, there is no reason to absolutely obsess about buying the bottom on this. I don't see any reason to obsess about buying the bottom on this. Why is this going down right now? Yeah. So you break your 15-minute here. A lot of like distribution in this area. A lot of shorts getting filled here. Yeah, I think for this one I'd set an alert on 400. I want to know when we're back inside of this previous range, the one that I'm indicating that begins at about 400 here. I want to know when we're back inside of that. Honestly, honestly just talk to me after 435, because until then, I'm just as happy to see it continue to crawl down further into demand, build more structure, build up more liquidity, and then come and pull it on them. Yeah, maybe I guess for that matter, let's put a line down here. I think I'm Yeah, this is kind of where I'm at on this. I see the potential for it to turn up here, but not while Bitcoin crawls around in some sort of weird internal range. Um, Probably not while that's happening. So I think the asset's super worth some alerts. I mean, like for whoever's interested in it, it's not really my cup of tea, but yeah, I think it's worth some alerts, but not really something. It doesn't have everything. It just doesn't have everything I'd want to see on it. Yeah, you got a 15-minute break of structure down here, but uh, you have a yeah, and you're kind of holding this range. Um, but yeah, here's your problem. This is your problem currently with Tau is that this is so completely undecided and stuck in its equilibrium still to like some tip of some weird fucking diamond or fucking triangle or some bullshit, right? If this resolves, if this, like imagine BTC maybe coming down here and pulling this low, right? That would probably start to look like this guy doing something like this, right? That would coincide with that. Let's imagine that Bitcoin comes up here and maybe pulls that high and fails, right? Well, that would make Tau look a lot more like this. So for me, it's a no at the moment. This is just my general thoughts on it, right? This is just my general thoughts. Okay, we had some more people pop in. I want to say hi to everybody. I want to say hi to everybody. So let me do that. Marino, I got you. George, Alexandria G, Snitch Goblin, Justice Sub, Max Wild, Health. What a lit name. Uh, and Slam Banjo. Yeah, I watch everything on YouTube at 2x anyway, unless I'm watching it live. So, and we wanted to take a peep at ICP. ICP, where are you? How did you get taken off of my list, ICP? I know why. Because on mobile, the share button for chart is right next to the remove from watch list button. Fucking go figure. Fucking incredible UI design. ICP. I'm just gonna hit it on Binance. I think I kind of remember where this thing was at. I can make a generalized statement about this. Make a generalized statement about it. Obviously, you have this massive break in structure. I mean, that could be all the way up to monthly, which it is. Whatever. I mean, weekly, whatever. It's a fucking very significant break in structure, right? And we are re-entering down into the previous demand range. For a flow that looks like a range initiation mitigation continuation. The really important part about that is going to be the structure between here and here. What is the highest time frame structure that exists, and has it broken yet? Doesn't look great. No. Okay, so like the weekly chart says higher low, higher high. That's what the weekly chart says. Okay. But then when you start to, so cool. All right, we've established that. Neat. You're still internal to these points currently, right? Still trading internal to those. Still trading internal to these. The only thing you are not internal to is probably like this guy, right? Did we touch it? Nope, haven't even touched that one yet. Going to. I mean, going to. Why in the hell wouldn't you? You're all the way down there. So we're still internal to those as well. So that's 3 layers of internal and structure that you're combating here. we did leave plenty of stuff to come back for, especially because here's my issue with the stacking of all these lows right in this general zone. I guess you only have about 3 of them down here. My general issue with these lows, I don't feel like you have to come back for every effing low, but if you initiate here above this market structure point, and you make it through this supply, which was pretty significant in my opinion, and you make it through that, right? Cool, great. And then you initiate, mitigate, continue. Okay, well, this low had a job to do. And its job was to take this out. And market structure was on its side to do so. So why are we turning back around here? This is the only interesting place on the chart, in my opinion, to trade it from is that low currently. Because I believe, yeah, you have retraced 50% of this high to here. So pull of that low and run, that is what I like the most. That is what I like the most. Is there demand right underneath it that can help this? Not really. It'd be actually cooler to pull both of these. I'd rather run both. Is there demand here? I had a feeling it wasn't going to quite be there. No, it's down a little bit lower. This is the area I like the most on the ICP. Is going to be a sweep of those lows, and then rotation potentially all the way back up to this high. Yeah, because here's my thought is if not this, then this. And so yeah, I mean it's the most interesting place I can spot on the chart. For me, the most interesting spots on the chart, because everything's really internal right now, guys. It's just no matter what chart you give me, this is going to be my narrative. It's the only interesting spots on the chart, man. For me, that's all it is. Let's see what else we got. Slim Jim, just time caught up. All right. I know how to identify the FVG, but I don't know how to zone it out. Like price range, emissions. Could you explain it briefly? Just a sub. I would love to help you. I not 100% convinced I understand your question though. I know how to identify the fair value gap, but I don't know how to zone it out. Like how the price range in which it is. Yeah, you're gonna take another crack at that. Happy to help. Hit me in Discord. Make sure you at me when you do that. And let's yeah, let's dive into it. I would like to think that I'm capable of answering the question. I just need to understand the question better. And it's tough, right? Like if you could just talk on a microphone like I am and use visual aid tools, yeah, you'd probably make all the sense in the world. But we just got to dive into that a little bit more. And Anthony Soprano, appreciate the compliments. You guys always coming on here and complimenting me, and kind of hard to deal with, but appreciate it. I have to be grateful when I can be grateful. Okay, so did we get our mitigation? Did it happen with structure? Did we come up from there? Kind of looks like it, huh? Kind of looks like it. All right, so you mitigate that guy, and then you turn around. Let's slide this down the line. Slide this down the line. What is this? Get rid of this. Go away. And then you return your structure here, And I would say it's pretty clear you're going to run this high. And yeah, and then we just kind of whatever. Anything I say after what I just said is only going to be repeating things that I already said earlier. Um, yeah, yeah. So you guys should understand where I'm at with that. And no, I didn't take it. Like I said, I wasn't taking it. No, I did not take it. I'm not even taking it after it breaks this structure. I can sit back here and watch it come up to these levels or the all-time high all day long. Not bothered. Not bothered by it. And then he's gonna call him cute. And then he's gonna call me cute too. Reaper, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man? Yeah. Adam, you son of a bitch, you son of a fucking bitch. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about the mistake I made here, okay? Let's talk about a mistake I made here. I was pretty clear on the stream that I was like kind of looking at this more of a swing trade. Why in the hell wasn't I covering these lows? If I'm looking at this as a swing trade, why in the hell am I not covering this stuff? What the fuck wrong with me, man? But that's okay. I'm just giving myself some shit because if it would have been a cover of even that low there, but anyways, there's still so much time on this chart. There's still so much time on this chart. No big giant hurry there either. All right, 821. Hit me with a couple other coins, and I'm gonna call it a day, guys. Or don't hit me with another couple coins. I'll continue to ramble anyway, and then I'll say goodbye to everybody at the end of that. All right. Here, not interesting. ETH, probably not interesting. Nope. 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 4. Nope. 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 Still plenty of time there. Don't hurry. H bar probably just continues to bleed, huh? Oh, good Lord. Yeah, this is going to be a bleeder. That is going to be a bleeder. Oh, what was hype? What was up with hype? Oh, that was the one I wanted to go back and look at today. Where's my hype at? There it is. Stop a bitch, you. Super internal, not going to take it. If this leg maintains itself and holds on to these two lows right here, doesn't let go of them, or only SFPs them, then I think this thing just continues to go north out of that demand, and this supply has already been mitigated, so you can remove it, and that is already, it hit a primary target anyway. So that's gone. And this is gone, and that's not relevant to my life, and those are close enough together that I can stay where that is. And then yeah, you got to cover those lows, like I said. Shit risk reward, if you ask me. This is I'm playing around, guys. Just playing around. I'm not taking that. Okay, I'm not doing it. Not gonna do it. I need to start using fixed range profiles more. I need to start doing that more. I really need to get back into that. I'm short, huh? Go figure. Bum, 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 bum. Fuck out of here. Are you serious? Oh, bro. Yeah. Now, this is a trade that would be coming off of an external structure point that is far more attractive than a lot of other assets that I have looked at. Is that the long position tool? It is. Plenty of liquidity built up in between these 2 points. That looks cool, because right below this low, you have unmitigated demand. That looks cool as shit. That looks cool. And that's an old label. Get rid of that. That looks cool as shit. Super cool. All right, we'll do VeChain and we'll try and do Punky, and then I'm gonna bounce. I'm gonna bounce VeChain, Punky, VeChain. Let's go. No, no, bro, no, nope. Internal those. You're internal to this and this, which is still internal to this. Last most relevant thing that you kind of see on here is failure at the top of this local range. All right, let's dive into the 15, see if there's anything moderately interesting in here. Clear that, sweep that. Set equal highs, roll up liquidity. I think you'd come for these equal highs. But I'm not so convinced that it is nowhere, it's not even close to an area that I would want to touch it. No, this has got the same problem as so many other charts. I have a way for you to apply for a press pass. Let's go, bro. Press pass. I'm gonna bring my dude. One of my friends once had me officiate his wedding, and so I went to a website called universallifechurch.org and registered to be a minister, and then they send you out the most ridiculous package of like official ministry parking passes and badges and like all this crazy stuff that you can just like really screw with people with. Really funny. So if the press pass doesn't work, maybe I'll just pull out my ministry pass. Okay, VeChain. Yeah, sorry guys. Not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea here. Not my cup of tea. Actually, looking at this a little bit closer, you do have those equal highs up there, and they will get addressed one day. But you did lose this structure in here, in form supply, and because of that, I kind of like the idea of shortening it better. Currently, this will get addressed eventually, but maybe we need to address these two first. Those have a better lean to them anyway. Yeah, maybe it's time to address those two first. I don't know where my settings button went for this. Please let me put that on there. And then something called Ponky. What the fuck did you say? Ponky? I thought she was calling me names for a moment. thought he was telling me I'm a big old ponky. Honky with the donkey. Okay, we need something with more history. USD, Kraken. Take me back, take me home. No. Nope, that's literally the chart we're already on. Crypto. Ah, much better. Ah, much better. So I was about to be like, bro, we got big problems here. So I get this interest. I understand the interest here. So you rotated from one side of your range to the other side of your range. No, yeah, go figure, right? Yeah, I had a feeling it was in there somewhere. You have a 2 week demand block that was right below that Lagrange low that we did mitigate. And just same that you have a 2 week supply box right above you that will very likely provide a significant reaction out of. Okay, so we're here. This is good. I like this chart much better because this is playing with external stuff. So we like this. We like this much better. We like this much better. But we just still unfortunately have an undecided range right here. I want to see something that is going to flow more like this. I believe that if you are going to rotate from the bottom of this range back up to the top of this range, that it's going to look something like this. The people who are heavily invested in this asset are going to be, get out of the way, are going to be filling their bags up down in this area. And if they are stronger than your sellers, then what I think you're going to see is a breach of this range and to supply it back to this range and to continue to run. This is the area in which I would want to have involvement in that. So down here, let these guys just fill their bags up. Now I will say one thing from a more scalp perspective. If you can take the low again, and then look to trade back to that high, that would be immediately more interesting. But see, on the 15-minute, you lose your structure at the top of this range. Where do we? Whatever, don't care. The height is where it is. I can't explain it, and I'll be able to survive. So you lose your structure at the top of the range here, and boom, right? So okay, we get a little. We start building our hot dog buns, and yeah, pull the low again. Pull the low again. That starts to look a lot more like accumulation. Pull the low 2 more times, and it definitely starts to look like accumulation. Then come back up, crack this. Maybe get some retrace out of there and run it. But I think you got plenty of time on this. I don't think you got to rush it. I don't think you got to be a Russian at all on that. But yeah, I think there is a lot of opportunity on that chart. Yeah, no problem. Holy jizz water and a water gun. What are we? If you're asking me if I play golf, Alex, the answer is a resounding no. And it's not because I have anything against golf. I would probably love golf. I've been to Top Golf once ever in my entire life, and it was this year. First time I ever swung a golf club was at Top Golf this year. Yeah, that's it. And so to say that I'm bad at it would be a obnoxious understatement. I am the worst at it. Really bad at it. I don't even fucking, yeah, I'm bad, bro. I'm bad. Bad. H bar. Okay, so H bar took a very significant range high not too long ago, and it's starting to print very bearish market structure afterwards. And we were talking about a short out of this region yesterday, back down to a place like this, and I don't think fuck all has changed about that. Not too much, no. Not too much. Let's declutter. Let's do some housekeeping. And and I mean, I get that. I see that. but yeah, it really hasn't done anything convincing as far. Okay, so I see the failure on this low, right? But I also see potential failure on this high. And oh, this position needs to go away. Get out of here. Fuck out of here. So you lose the highest structure from this point to this point at this point. So you could look to that for support for a long if you're bullish on the asset, because I believe that if you lose that, you're going to blow all these lows out. And they're not very confident looking lows to me. Not super confident looking lows. So yeah, this is either going to need a hold. That's the wrong color. Forgive me. That's going to need a hold for continuation, or I think you're going to take these out and continue a rotation. And I don't think this is where you put in your. This is just a. This is just a. We'll give my highlighter. I only anticipate like a something like that off that. Nothing special. I'll make one last statement on this, which is only repeating what I've already said, but that's a problem. It's a problem. So there's no way you can sidestep that issue. You can't. You just can't. I can't. I cannot sidestep that issue. It is a problem. These guys had a job to do. The whole team was depending on them. Everybody backed him with their hard-earned capital, sent him out to war. It just didn't work. All right, yep, I've definitely hit my point where I gotta call it. Always such a fun, guys. Always such a good time. I expect a Vegas vlog from you guys. Oh, bro, we're absolutely, yeah. We're gonna pure shenanigans, total shenanigans. That's yeah. Yep, we'll figure that out. Can you draw and show 1 hour market structure on BTC, please? Sure. It'll be my last. Be my last thing before I'm out of here. We'll just use the Coinbase chart for it. Get all this stuff off of here. Remove. Go away, and we'll go to the 1 hour, and we'll draw some structure. I'm just going to start from this low. There's your current 1 hour structure. Last thing that happened on your 1 hour structure was you closed bearishly below this, and so far have only set a lower high because of it. But this is where I will say it's not about time frame. It's not about time frame for me, okay? Because on the 1 hour you have a bearish break here and you have a lower high. Cool, neat. But 1 hour is not your highest time frame structure between this high and this low. That's not your highest time frame structure. Your highest time frame structure is lower structure, like 30-minute, which flipped bullishly and retested into demand. And that was the highest form of structure that you had on that leg. It was 30-minute structure, not 1 hour structure. So the 1 hour structure to me is not very useful in this current circumstance. All right, guys. I love all you guys too. Snitch Goblin, love you too. Love your face, bro. You guys have a good one. What is it? Is it Friday? Fuck out of here. Is it Friday? Bro, it's Friday. Friday. It's Friday, y'all. No, absolutely. No, no. Just sit back and watch the paint dry, man. Good luck if you're out here trading. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. But yeah, no, it's Friday. Fuck this. Nah. Let's just enjoy life. Let's just enjoy life. Go tell somebody you love them today. Do it for Brewberry.